Alright, so what we're going to do next is measure the camshaft journal to the camshaft cap clearance using Plastigage. The spec is 0.028 to 0.062 millimeters. So once you got your Plastigage strips on the camshaft journals, what you're going to do is put on your cam caps, dry, torque down those bolts, 7.2 foot-pounds, and remove the cam caps, and we'll see how far we spread apart that Plastigage. See, these cam caps have the numbers, have the letters on them. L is the outside cap, arrow faces the cam sprockets. Again, make sure it's nice and clean, make sure it's dry. And then we'll 0.038 millimeters for both of those. So that's right in spec. This one right here, the neighbor next door. Seems to be spread out a little bit bigger, so it's a little bit tighter than that, but not quite as wide as 2.025. So that's in spec too. I would say this one. Let's measure this one right here. A little bit wider than that again, so that's kind of right around 0.025, which is pretty tight, but it's okay. It's within spec. 0.038, good. This one is tight right here. I mean, not as tight, so that's pretty good. 0.038, good. Maybe a little bit tighter, 0.032 maybe. .038. This one seems to be not as tight, more around. That's good, that's still within spec right there. And this last one is a little bit smaller, so that's probably right around 0.0, maybe 4 or 5, which is also in spec. So the camshaft journal to camshaft cap clearance on the intake side checks out. All right, so that's it for the cylinder head for now as far as the camshafts go. I did lap all the valves. I didn't get a video of that. I put new valve seals in, and I didn't video the exhaust camshaft, but that's pretty much the same as the intake. You got less valves. Those were all within spec. I'm gonna put up a quick video of one of the connecting rod bearings that I measured. That's within spec too. Those were all within spec. So next up, I think we're gonna start assembling this motor. Just Plastigage one of the connecting rod bolt bearings. They were brand new. They measure out at right around 0.0015. And 0.0015 is right at the loose end of the spec in the manual, but I'm okay with that because it's still within spec. So we're gonna continue on. We're gonna leave those bearings in there, and we're gonna start putting this thing together, starting with the top end. See you in part 4.